It's Kareen here, and what you're about to witness is one entrepreneur's journey on how they navigate a challenge or need support in an area of their business with me. Results may vary if you try this on your own. The purpose of sharing this with you is to help you know that help is always available and you don't have to do it alone.
It's hard for me to get past the fear of rejection, the fear of they still won't understand and I've now wasted time. But I did do something. I entered this competition and I got there and I got picked to pitch. It's still wasting time.
Okay.
But it's giving myself the excuse of, oh, I did something.
Yeah.
It's not the thing that is big and scary and audacious, but it's something. So that's kind of where I'm struggling now, is to get over the thing of, well, they're not out there. They're out there.
Yeah.
Well, they won't like your thing. Somebody's going to like it.
Yeah.
Well, they won't understand it. Like all of these.
Yeah.
Reasons.
It's just the nebulous space of rejection that will kind of make us feel held back from trying.
That's where I'm at.
Again, it's back to like the stories we tell ourselves that turn into beliefs that then stop us from acting the way we want to act. So I totally understand that. And it's quite normal, especially if you've been through a ton of rejection. You know, like who wants to feel that way? No one, right? But in this case, if it's the matter of your company staying alive and like functioning the way you want versus plateauing because you didn't go and ask, like that's what we definitely have to create a process that is approachable for you where rejection doesn't matter. So I think we have to redefine what you want to step into. And what I mean by that is, you know, doing an exercise of who's your ideal investor? Where are they shopping? What do they like? Like, what kind of funding do they have? Where do they live? You know, like, and kind of come up with the persona of the ideal investor to then go do your research and be like, if that type of, like, this is my ideal investor, well, this is the research of who is in the game that would fit that mark to then go invite them to invest. You know, it's not about you don't know the yes or no that they're going to give you. But if you treat looking for investment as an invitation to be part of your business, it's an invitation to invest in your dream. It's an invitation in versus a, hey, give me money. You know, like I want your money, like you're holding them up like you're a robber, you know, it's an invitation. It's just like, look, I really believe in my products and I believe in this alternative, you know, to coffee. And I know the difference it makes in people's bodies. And we have a buyer pool. We have success in sales. Would you like to be invited in as one of our angel investors? Like it becomes an invitation, right? Not a hostile takeover of trying to get their money. And then maybe it's a little bit more approachable for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that mindset shift, that paradigm shift does
make it more fun. Right?
Yeah, that's much better.
Right?
Than, oh, will you please? Like, I hate feeling like that. I'm like, I don't want to feel like that. And I think that's another thing where I was like, I don't want to feel like that. I don't want to be like, oh, take pity on this Black girl. Like,
no. If anything, it's like invest in this kick Black woman who's leading the game in alternatives to coffee. Because like if it's another, you know, mud water, or like if you think about all the white boy brands out there, it's like they go all hard and they get their money. They get millions.
They do. It drives me nuts because it tastes like dirt.
Yeah, exactly. So like if you think about the fact that like that's a perfect line, be like, stop drinking the shit that tastes like dirt and start sipping with us, right? Like you're going to not want to stop sipping. Like this is what, you know, we're all about. Use those competitors as like a story of what investment can get them and invite them to be one of the top investors in yours. Because if they see that confidence from you and they see that understanding and that connection, like, oh my gosh, you are going to be like, yes, here's 100K, here's 200K, do it, go girl, we got you. Like, but if you don't invite them in to be a part of it and you're already closing the door in their face, there could be like visualizing again, because you have that in you, or that's my sense at least, is that like they're all sitting there waiting at the door for you to open it, but they can't ring the bell. Like you have to invite them in,
Yeah.
And so I would shift your approach to be more approachable for you, like aligned with you. So yes, those stories again yes, they might reject me, but they just said no to my invitation. Their RSVP was no, thank you. Like, great. So there's still thousands of people that might want to come to an event that you only have 5 seats for anyway. So you need all the no's before you get the yes for the 5 seats you have available. And if each seat is another 100K, you only have 2 seats available right now.
Yeah.
For what you've raised. Like it's more of the money is out there, especially for more and more people are looking, even though it is tight and the story's out there that it feels tight. It's tight right now from a societal standpoint financially, but the wealthy are always investing.
So, and they have more money right now.
Exactly. So is it like Serena Williams Ventures because she invests in, Black and minority owned businesses? Like, would that be an ideal investor? Like that's a VC, but like what I'm saying is like visualize like investment pool that makes sense to you. Angel investors that make sense. And then once you have it described, it doesn't hurt to go into the Tory Burch group because there's so many people who have fundraised in there to be like, hey, everyone, my ideal investor has these qualities. We're in an angel round. We're trying to raise 200K. Is there anybody you can introduce me to?
That's where I was like, I don't even know. I'm not going to go on LinkedIn because literally on LinkedIn, I have found the strangest people, the most noise.
That's noise.
As you want relationships. Yes, I'm very relational, right? Like I'm very I'm an introspective person and I like to look at other people and connect with other people and learn how I can help you and how can we work together and we can also that's me. Right. I don't want this cold transactional thing.
So which is great. That's part of your design. Again, you get to design and you have to believe though that what you want is out there.
That's part of the problem too.
Is it? Well, yeah, of course. But that's the belief you have to shift. What you want is 100% out there. You have to believe it is. And your approach to finding them is also possible, but you have to have an actionable approach that invites them in. So there's some designing you have to do in your mind of like what the ideal would be for you. And then start asking, who do you know? Who do you know that fits these characteristics? Who do you know that is looking to invest in another product line? Like, who do you know? And then see through your connections. Because if you're relational, which you say you are, you might be 1 degree away from the investment that you need. You just haven't invited anybody to tell them that this is what's going on so that they could be a part of it. So that's it. And it can literally be that simple. It's almost like come to my investment party. Who wants to and then the seat price is 100K. Great. I only have 2 seats left. Who wants it? Like that. It can be that approachable for you.
That feels so much better.
Okay, good. Because it shouldn't. Yeah, it can be very daunting if you want to do it the cold bro way. But you're not a cold bro. You're not a cold bro. So why would you? And that's why
I kept pushing against it. Like there was this guy who was supposed to be helping us to find investors. And he literally was like, there's a bot that I'm going to set you up with on LinkedIn and it's going to reach out to people and connect and it's going to send an email. And then if they like it, they don't, they'll follow up. And I'm like, that is not me at all. That's
and it's not your brand.
Opposite of our brand is warm and friendly and fun and just
not a cold robot. No,
that sounds awful. So I deleted his little thing and he was like, well, you don't want me to help you. I'm like, that's not true. I don't want this. I don't want to do this. This is terrible.
Yeah, that's not you.
I said to him, wouldn't it be better if I reach out to these people who are in their portfolios, like some of the founders in their portcos and say, hey, can I buy you a coffee? And can you tell me more about the portfolio? Because I'm thinking of reaching out to them and then connecting with them. And then if it feels good, they can go. I'd say, if you feel okay, can you make an introduction? That to me feels much better. And he's like, that's going to take forever. It's never going to get you where you need to go. And I'm like, then I'm not doing it.
No.
And so I didn't do it. And then I felt well, maybe I don't know what I'm like, maybe I'm in over my head. Like maybe it's just not going to happen because it's not the way that I need it to be. But now I'm like, this feels better. That feels much better.
Good. Because there is, I
Yes.
think that in essence, too, through multiple topics we've covered today, is you have to find the confidence to design how you're going to do this your way
Yes.
and be okay with that. Because your way can be highly successful if you are consistent with your way. It's whenever you step into other people's conformed method that worked for them, or even a competitive method that worked for them, I don't think that's ever going to compute for you, because you sit in a comparison loop, and also like the that's not me story, when it's not. You have to, it sounds like you just have to design it your way, and it's totally possible to do it. But you have the simple action of like finding the right way, but then acting in it. That's what's going to be where you flex the most.
Yeah, I think I also just need to trust myself that that myself is right, that it's right for me, and not somebody else outside of me telling me what's right for me. Like, oh no, this is what you need to do. It's like, that doesn't feel good.
Yeah,
And
no one should shit on you. Don't let anybody shit on you like that, because that's not real advice to take in.
Yeah, it's not.
And don't
me.
shit all over yourself either. Like we should all over ourselves all the time. But that's the other thing you have to watch for, because you're taking all those fingers and you're being like, I should, and it's like, no, you shouldn't. This is what's best to do, Just want to remind you that breakthroughs and strategies are here for you. You don't have to be isolated on your business building journey. If you'd like to have a chance to connect with me and let me be all up in your business, go to heykareen.com/connect, and a team member will share how you can obtain the best support at this time. You always can have me in your pocket by leveraging my AI. Go to heykareen.app, download it, and start chatting away. And of course, I am always here, willing and ready to be the support you need. All you have to do is ask.